Okay, Unit 207 is following with their pattern of criminality. We have a 10-second delay, Nerd Squad, at 2:09 PM PST. I'm going to click on the preceding live stream, marked as being from 2:02 PM, reflected as only recording for 3 minutes. It recorded for longer than that on my end. You can listen to this, and we'll go from there. Okay, Unit 207 is following its pattern of criminal conduct today. We're now at 12 live streams they've criminally and illegally shut off. 11 of the preceding live streams have been criminally and illegally shut off by 12 now, as of 2:10 p.m. Testing out their ability to break and enter for the third time to perpetrate that act, domestic terrorism, that the Seattle Federal Marshals are hoping they will indeed perpetrate, i.e. their third breaking and entering concurrent with unlawful or illegal arrest or unlawful and illegal committal, i.e. or touching me physically and moving me in any way, shape, or form a single inch. Unit 207 has orally confirmed upstairs that is exactly why they're doing this over and over and over again today. So do be advised of that. My door is not only locked, it is locked in a way that it was locked previously, which resulted in these imbecilic, child abusing stalkers and disgraces. These professional federal felons, these domestic terrorists of the North Everett Precinct of stalkers, using the 2 disabled boys that they've abused for over a year directly by utilizing their disabilities and their co-conspirators to cause regression and escalation and other cognitive issues with them, purposely to perpetrate some of their felonies. Some of the many felonies they will be convicted for. Including child abuse, child endangerment, felony counts of kidnapping, and the list goes on and on and on. If you had any idea what your soon-to-be unsealed indictments looked like, not one of you would be upstairs right now. Verified. Not one. Anyway, so I've had to go over the same information nonstop every hour as a further act of retaliation against an FBI informant, as a further act of stalking and cybercrimes, as further acts of harassment and intimidation. And I've had to listen to the disgusting, revolting, small-penised men in stinky vaginas upstairs laughing and boasting about it for 6 hours at this point. 6 hours and 12 minutes at this point. Now, although they're going to prison, they're also going to be paying a lot. They're going to be paying a lot. Including for everything they're doing right now. Everything they've already done, past, present, and future. Remember, guys, that wasn't a mistake. That was specially selected comments from the FBI to you. So I'm going to click on a live stream that is, my goodness, how many back now since we've had to do this so many times. This is the third preceding back, i.e. at this point, they've criminally and illegally shut off 11 live streams in the last 6 hours. And remember, 12, what do they plan on doing when the live streams are off? They did it to this live stream you're listening to. They've done it to 12. Something they're so desperate to do by the 23rd because they stupidly believe that as long as they do that and get away with it. All right. So that was the live stream they criminally and illegally shut off that preceded this one. Now let's go to the 8 a.m. live stream, which was 12 back because of the idiots upstairs and their attempts to perpetrate that third breaking and entering. And to touch me and go to prison long time. Just like the federal marshals would love for you guys to do, but the FBI wants you to abstain from since you are all personally liable. Past, present, future. So this was 12 videos back. Because if you missed it, like I said, this has been going on for 6 hours and 13 minutes. These child abusing stalkers, hackers, thieves, fraudsters, domestic terrorists, these fraudsters, these criminals that the FBI, the Snohomish County Sheriffs, the Seattle Federal Marshals, and myself are all just elated to see go to prison. Like they've been requesting.
as recently as since 8 a.m. onward today. Eh? So here we go. This is 12 videos back when I had to say all of the updates for the first time, involving what they're calling an operation that is actually an aggravated criminal conspiracy and a domestic terrorist organization.
Okay, Nerd Squad, we have a 9-second delay. It is Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. It is 8:02 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
It's 2:14 p.m. PST at present. Are we still connected? 2:14 p.m. PST at present. Same day. 2:14
present. We do have some updates to go over. I have listed them in the description of this video, but I need to make sure, because of the ongoing criminal conduct of Unit 207, that this video is actually live and that I can hear myself. So let me click on this video from the Lenovo ThinkPad, which is not logged into the same account as this YouTube live stream, and let's make sure there's audio. YouTube live stream, and let's make sure there's audio. Okay, here we go. It is now 8:03 a.m. PST, still Tuesday. It is still February 11th, 2025. Not too much to update, basically more of the same, but the FBI has asked me to continue with the oral updates at the beginning of the live stream. So remember, everybody, this is a consensual recording with Mystic Quinn pursuant to the instructions of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I am not an employee of the FBI, but I've been authorized to state I am an informant since the last week of June 2024. Here are the updates, also available in the description of this video. Oh, Unit 207, description of this video. Okay, Unit 207 may have already criminally and illegally disconnected this live stream because although I'm watching the video on a different laptop, they have 0 viewers showing. Alternatively, it could be just them stalking me, and this is part of their facade to pretend that they haven't, by finding a loophole with the YouTube interface they like to hack so that they cannot be logged as viewing the videos that they're viewing 24/7. Okay, here we go. Here's the update. The criminal conspiracy centered in Unit 207 persists. Yesterday, February 10th, a brief visit by a male individual just before noon, delivering written materials suggest further coordination and planning. This was followed at 2 p.m. PST by the North Everett Precinct's predictable and unlawful rejection of the February 8th police report / addendum, a blatant act of obstruction. Unit 207 continues to operate under a delusion, failing to grasp that their actions constitute an aggravated criminal conspiracy verging on domestic terrorism, targeting an FBI informant.
Fools!
Their stated intent to, quote, pretend, end quote, to cease stalking while continuing to do so, alongside plans to send multiple individuals to my residence before February 23rd, believing my, quote, participation, end quote, is required, is further evidence of their criminal intent and detachment from reality. Their continued illegal terminations of these live streams are recorded. Since February 1st, no thumbnail of a selfie of me taken last month has been added to further delineate these terminations. Any termination without my oral statement and a restart of the live stream in 90 seconds or less is a criminal act that I am being the victim of. Since the February 8th filing, 2 additional live streams have been illegally terminated. February 10th, 12 a.m. and February 10th, 8:37 a.m. PST, incurring an additional $20 million in penalties. These and all prior penalties remain in effect. They have incurred penalties in the millions for their actions to attempt to obstruct, tamper with evidence, intimidate, harass, stalk, violate my civil rights, violate the ADA, endanger my children, commit fraud, and more. These penalties are legally binding. The FBI is fully aware. Now, that being said, the FBI does want me to play for you a recording that I made on Saturday of the last filing that should be in any and all cases with my legal names, Lynette Renee Hansen, aka Mystic Gwen, and should have been personally delivered to any commissioners or judges by anyone involved in any sort of litigation with me, all of which is fraudulent and criminal. Keep that in mind. So I'm going to press play and you're going to hear that now. Just keep in mind, it is actually February 11th now, Tuesday. The updates are in the description. It is 8:07 AM PST. Here is the recording the FBI would like me to play for you. You might want to fast forward about 6 minutes into this live stream from this point if you don't want to hear all of the judicial notes and notices about incorporation and what this is an addendum to. It's mainly there for lawyers and people who may be coming and not knowing anything at all about the current. It's actually 2:20 PM PST investigation that's going on and case. So let's press play. Okay, we are going to do a recording of the latest addendum / police report. I'm not recording this one on Twitter since we know that Unit207 has effectively destroyed that as well in their ongoing pattern of obstruction of justice and evidence tampering. Obstruction of justice. Third addendum to formal judicial notice filed February 8, 2025 at 7:12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Original filing, date of original filing, February 4th, 2025, 10:08 a.m. PST. Previous addendums, February 6th, 2025, 7 a.m. PST. February 7th, 2025, 1:45 p.m. PST. To Snohomish County Superior Court, North Everett Precinct, Snohomish County Sheriff's Office, Snohomish County Prosecutors, et al., and forwarded to FBI. From Lynette Renee Hansen, aka Mystic Gwen. Subject: supplemental information regarding further criminal activities, escalation of threats, evidence tampering, continued child abuse, and incurred penalties. February 8th, 2025. Demand for immediate action and notice of intent to seek maximum penalties under law. This document serves as the third addendum to the formal judicial notice filed on February 4th, 2025 at 10:08 a.m. PST, and previously supplemented. It provides further crucial information regarding subsequent events, the continued escalation of the criminal conspiracy, the blatant and ongoing obstruction of justice, the endangerment of my children, further acts of retaliation, and the accrual of additional financial penalties against those perpetrating these crimes. This addendum also serves as a formal police report documenting these new crimes. 1. Incorporation of prior filings by reference. All facts, invoices, statements, and incorporated documents referenced in the original formal judicial notice of February 4th, 2025, the addendums of February 6th and 7th, 2025, and all police reports filed by Lynette Renee Hansen from June 2024 to the present date, and any future date are hereby incorporated by reference as if fully set forth herein. This specifically includes, but is not limited to, Declaration of Lynette Renee Hansen, aka Mystic Gwen, dated December 14th, 2024, revised 8:07 p.m. PST due to unlawful tampering. Addendum to Declaration dated December 19th, 2024. Addendum and Amendment to Declaration dated December 29th, 2024. Tort claim filed August 14th, 2024, case number 10-5005934, served upon the North Everett Precinct, Snohomish County Prosecutors, et al. This document details planned felonies, named conspirators, prior child abuse, and plans for super felonies. The dated signage referenced within and photographed for that last page predated even that filing. It is to be noted per that tort claim, those named within it and their co-conspirators had planned to not only have the actionable kidnappings take place using my multiple times convicted stalker and abuser and my extortionist mother, but they also, and I quote, had, quote, super felonies planned. All police reports filed since June 2024 by me, Lynette Renee Hansen, aka Mystic Plan. 2. Correction to the previous addendum from February 7th, 2025. Any reference in the February 7th, 2025 addendum to January 4th, 2025 is hereby corrected to read February 4th, 2025 at 10:08 AM PST. 3. Supplemental information, subsequent criminal acts and escalation. A. Status of front door and illegal detention. My front door has remained continuously closed and locked since January 2nd, 2025, per explicit FBI instructions. The sole exception was the forced entry on January 29th, 2025, perpetrated by my disabled sons and illegally kidnapped sons under the direction of this criminal conspiracy. The FBI has instructed me to keep my door closed until the perpetrators are apprehended or until they attempt another illegal entry. As of today, February 8th, 2025, I have been illegally detained within my own residence for 184 days since August 6, 2024. B. February 7th, 2025.